Get ready, Staten Island. It's time to celebrate 5 years of Ferry Hawks baseball. Come out to the ballpark this week as the Ferry Hawks welcome in the Charleston Dirty Birds May 5th through the 10th. Grab the kids and come on out. We kick it off on Tuesday, May 5th with Cinco de Baseball with $5 tickets and $5 food and beverage specials. And we end the week as we celebrate all moms on Mother's Day. Moms get in free. Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
They're bringing back the presidential fitness test, which for some reason Obama got rid of. I remember this was a thing when I was growing up. This was a big deal, and we were aware of it in gym class at least. Mr. Muller in student school, Mr. DeFelice at the Garden City Junior High School. Who the hell else? I don't remember my gym teacher from high school. I remember junior high school. I remember gym. I remember, the locker room and the showers and stuff like that. No funny business. No funny business. It was all, I had a great time at gym. And dodgeball was serious business. But what is this going to be? Push-ups, sit-ups, the presidential. You know who actually brought this about for the first time? It's a John F. Kennedy thing. It is something that he brought about because you know what was happening in the 1950s? More kids were staying home after school to watch cartoons. That's when cartoons in the afternoon became a thing. Do you remember that? And it was a thing for like the next 40 years. All the all of the big channels, they didn't have soap operas or reality TV. They had cartoons for kids in the afternoon. The soap operas stopped when? At about 3 or 4 o'clock, and then cartoons. Tom and Jerry, and the rest. And these were classic cartoons. And when you think about it, they had absolutely no value whatsoever. I mean, they were amusing. I remember I watched cartoons with a guy named Doug Klein. He lived down the block from me, and he just would laugh hysterically at the antics of the cat and the mouse. And I would look at it, you know what? That is pretty funny, actually. These are, if you really watch kids back then who watch a child watch a cartoon, they've got the demeanor like they're watching the State of the Union address, right? They just take it dead seriously for some reason. We got to get people out there moving. So that's what Kennedy noticed. Too many cartoons. All right. So we got this proclamation from President Trump. And what is it all about? Restoring the Presidential Fitness Test Award. He introduced professional athletes presenting at the signing and highlighted athletic events coming up, including those occurring to honor America's 250th anniversary. He also engaged the child athletes present, asking them what sports they played and that kind of thing. Now, what is the Presidential Fitness Test? Are we fit enough? Can we do it? What is the Presidential Fitness Test? Let's see what you got to do here. Created in 1966, the Presidential Fitness Test required children to run and perform sit-ups, pull-ups, or push-ups, as well as a sit and rest test. It was changed in 2012 during President Barack Obama's administration to focus more on individual health rather than athletic feats. You know why? You know why they watered it down? Because Michelle Obama and nutrition. And it got in the way of her silly Let's Move campaign, right? Remember the Let's Move thing? Just move. And you know why? It was so kind of, she was paying attention to the sugar industry. See, the sugar industry didn't want to mess too much with children. They didn't want children too healthy, right? She's actually a partner in a soda company. It's got like 30% less calories than regular soda. Well, that's still a lot of calories. And it was all a scam. Let's move. That Let's Move thing. All right. I'd like to hear him talk about this, if you don't mind, my friends. Justin, this is the president just out of the Oval Office. Now, he's also talking about the Iran war. They want to make a deal. Iran wants to make a deal. I want to make a deal. I want this thing to be over. And I think it will be. I'm giving it another 3 weeks, folks. 3 weeks. That means, let's see, what is today? 26. On the 26th, this war will be over. How much you want to bet I'm right on that one, huh, Justin? How much you want to bet? I think I would bet $1,000 right now. right now. If anybody wants to take the bet, 800-848-9222, 800-848-9222. First, President Trump on the presidential fitness stuff. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
So today I signed a proclamation recognizing National Youth Sports and Fitness, and I'll also sign the very first copy of the new revitalized Presidential Fitness Test Award, a certificate in recognition of achievement of the gold standard of physical fitness. And this is something that Bryson DeChambeau wanted to do very badly.
And who's that again? Who was at the thing? They had all kinds of, they had a lot of kids, a lot of cute kids there. And that's, these things are always kind of photo ops. All right. I got it right here. It's National Physical Fitness and Sports Month 2026. We're going to find out what there, let me hear the longer version. All right. Now he threw in a few more details here. And, what is the actual test? How far do I have to run? What do I have to lift? By the way, I'm still losing weight. And thank God for these GLPs or whatever they're called. I'm taking Zepbound. I am now 3.5 weeks in, and I've lost well over 10 pounds, about 12 to 14 pounds. It fluctuated a little bit. But at this rate, I should be 180 pounds in a couple of months. And I am going to be unstoppable at that point. Go ahead, please.
But he's a great person and a great friend of mine, Bryson DeChambeau. And thank you, Bryson. And you're very much in charge of this whole operation of sports. He's so much into physical fitness. All you have to do is take a look at him. And you say, why is he even doing this? Because I think if you didn't work out at all, you'd still look almost like you do right now. But you are doing great. And everybody respects Bryson. He's the longest hitter in golf. And he's straight. And frankly, maybe the best part of his game, Gary, is he's a great putter.
Absolutely.
You played with him, right?
And an asset to the game.
And he's a great asset, and he's a great person. And we have, along with the University of Florida's basketball coach, Todd Golden. Todd? Where's Todd?
Right here.
Todd? Hi, Todd.
Great to see you, brother.
And what a job. By the way, what a job you've done. I see that. I'm a little busy to watch the games, but I always see your team is right up there.
Yeah.
You did a fantastic job as a young guy. An American hockey hero, T.J. Oshie, who's one of the best hockey players in the world. T.J., it's good to be.
Thanks for having me.
How's your golf game? The hockey players, Bryson was saying, the hockey players seem to be the best of the athletes, seem to be the best golfers. You know?
It's the greatest game.
Yeah, it's great.
Fun play.
And he's a good golfer. He's a 3 handicap, maybe better, right? That's very good.
So work on the
But stick,
right here.
right?
Yeah.
But stick to hockey.
Yeah.
Right. As a 3, he has to stick to hockey. That's great. What a career you've had too at a young age, and professional baseball pitcher Noah Syndergaard, sometimes referred to as Thor, and he looks like Thor to me. That's where is he? It's very hard to make. They look great. That is a man, I wouldn't want to get into a fight with him, I can tell you. That would not be a good situation.
Well, I just love the give and take. I love the little asides and this and that. And who knew that, as far as athletes go, the ex-athletes, ex-professional players, the best golfers tend to be hockey players. I didn't know that. I think, here's the presidential fitness test. Okay. 1 mile run. That's the first thing. Run 1 mile as fast as possible. Okay. Then 2, pull-ups or flexed arm hang. Boys typically did pull-ups. Girls often did flex arm hang. Hold chin above the bar as long as possible. Okay. Then the sit and reach. Sit with legs straight and reach forward along a measuring box. This tested flexibility. I'm having a hard time. Okay, sit-ups. Do as many as possible in 60 seconds. There's all kinds of ways to do sit-ups, though. Shuttle run. Sprint back and forth, usually 30 feet, picking up small blocks. And then push-ups. Do as many as possible. Now, is there a score for all this? Well, yes, there was a score, but not a single number or a grade. It worked more like a ranking system based on how you perform compared to other kids your age and gender. And the scoring works. Each event has its own benchmark based on national data. You don't add up points. Instead, your results were compared to percentiles. If you performed in roughly the top 15%, you qualified for the Presidential Physical Fitness Award. And around the top 50% got the National Award. And everyone else got a Participant Award. Okay. So how do you really stack up? If you're a 16-year-old boy, you got to get 10 to 12 pull-ups, a 1 mile run, 6 minutes and 30 seconds or faster. I could not do that. I could do the pull-ups. I can't do them now. I could do them in about a month or so. Sit-ups, 50 to 60 in 1 minute. I could do that. Push-ups, 40 plus. I could definitely do that. Shuttle run, not sure. Sit and reach, don't know. Well, it's good that it's coming back. You got to make these kids, get them off their phones, get them active again.
Let me tell you about ProHealthConnect.com. It's transforming healthcare payments, providing retailers a seamless process for over-the-counter and healthy benefit programs. By connecting retailers, health plans, and payment processors, ProHealth Connect creates one powerful, unified network. They empower independent grocers and pharmacies to accept health benefit cards without changing how they do business. With over 10,000 locations nationwide, helping more than 1.3 million people access the care and nutrition they need. Go to ProHealthConnect.com.